Right, so first of all, before we go and do space laser tag, I am going to do some gigamind farming.
Hey, you got yourself
So,
a rocket! Making your own bulky? That's fun. You know what we've been making? An ever-hungry tide of ravenous followers sweeping over the galaxy committing super murder in our name. Just a thought. If you want to keep up, you might spend more time recruiting and less time polishing your gun.
That's called strategy, bitch.
Oh, look! 1,000 more bandits pledged their lives to me while we were chatting. Good thing, too. I am starving.
just you wait until we kill you. Okay, so we didn't get anything that run. Probably going to be a few runs until I do get something. So I'm going to keep farming until I do get something, and when I do, I will see you guys. So I'll see you in a minute. Okay, well, we got what I was looking for, which is a Thunderbolt Fists. And you're probably thinking why I wanted this, especially since it's level 12. Well, because I actually wanted something that is good against shields, because this is sort of dropping off now. And I'd rather move on to something else anyway, because I've been using it for ages. So I want something that's good for taking down shields, because I already have a corrosive cutsman, which will be good against armor and basically just about any like normal flesh target. And I've also got several other weapons that do flame damage, so I'll be able to have like a weapon that does lots of damage against like each type. But I wanted to get a Thunderbolt Fist to, well, show it off, and because I could actually really use it for taking down shields, because it's actually a pretty cool weapon to use. Because you'll hit them initially and do that damage, and then hit them again, and you can take down even like heavily shielded enemies with it. Because I very much doubt I'm ever going to get another OPQ, so, you know, I need something else to do damage. But since a lot of weapons are either like corrosive or fire that I've got, or just plain and don't do any sort of elemental damage, I'm not going to be able to damage shields, so I'll need something else to take them down, that's all. So I should hopefully be able to show this off today, because we're doing space laser tag, and it's I wouldn't say it's a difficult mission, but it's kind of annoying more than anything else, because there are quite a few enemies, and there are times when you've got to face like heavily armored enemies. But that's why I got a Cutsman, and I wasn't planning on getting a corrosive one, but I'm actually glad that it's corrosive, because it's actually going to be really powerful against the mechs, because since they're obviously, well, mechs, they have armor, which obviously is weak against corrosive damage. And since the Cutsman is just so powerful anyway, I'll be able to take him on. So let's go meet up with Reese and watch his invisible jet get destroyed.
My ship's right there. State-of-the-art Atlas cloaking, baby. This way. No, 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 no! Katagawa!
Reese, buddy. Giving that unconditional surrender any more thought? Or do you need another love slap from your old pal Laseroid to change your mind?
Screw you!
When you're ready, just swing by with the paperwork. Can't wait to absorb Atlas into the Malawan family. Oh, and you can bring Zero. I'll bet he's interested. I'd die before I hand over Atlas to that corporate asshat. New plan. New plan. We steal a Malawan shuttle with security protocols. Here, take this.
That drive. This is actually a pretty cool device, I'll say.
So, the Viper Drive is Atlas' state-of-the-art remote hacking.
Now we'll use that baby to steal a Malawan shuttle. You in?
Hell yeah. Quick question. Is that mustache authorized?
Focus! Just find yourself a Malawan shuttle and pop in a Viper drive. I will do the rest. Okay, time to try out the Viper drive. So, pop it into that console. Just gotta get in somewhere you're not wanted. Viper drive by Atlas. It's state of the art.
No, the funny lines can be slightly
Reese
amusing.
comes through. High fives? Anybody? Okay. Hey, let me know when you're there.
Serving up fresh hot dead.
This is my turf, you Malawan dickheads! You suck my smoking barrel, you wankers! I'll bite your ears off and feed them to you! You bloody slabs of duck butter!
Calm down, Lorelai.
That's the last of them. We're safe for now. Maybe. What? Who's that?
Are you Lorelai? Reese sent me to back you up, but you seem, good.
If that toothbrush-haired wanker wants to help me, he can send over some pallets of food and water for the civilians we've got in here. I've got my bullets for backup. You staring at something, mate?
No, I wasn't. I'm Zero. I'll go tell Reese. It was nice meeting you. Damn it.
Smooth Zero.
That's a weird one. Tall, though.
Real subtle Zero. It's funny that how he fancies Lorelai, and it's difficult to tell whether she kind of likes him back or not, because obviously he never actually says anything about it. So, because they're never actually seen together, really. But, you know, I presume he gets a girl, because it's Zero. That guy is smooth. And he talks in haikus, which is pretty cool. Here we are, Skywall 27. I like how it's supposed to be this really powerful laser,
Boots on the ground, Reese.
and yet it can, like if you saw that
Of course that worked. And,
like when he destroyed the spaceship, it cut through the bridge and destroyed the Atlas ship,
Death spears?
but it didn't destroy the platform or anything, so it clearly can't be that powerful.
Just gotta find the control room. Head to the main gate.
The funny thing is that so it had the most powerful laser system until the Helios station was built by Hyperion, and then it obviously reclaimed that title after it was destroyed on Pandora. But the funny thing about that is the Hyperion laser was also really weak, because on the pre-sequel, which is the only time it was ever used, it would never, well, obviously it was for plot purposes more than anything else, but it wouldn't actually do much damage to Elpis until you destroyed it, because obviously it was a plot point that it wouldn't destroy Elpis. But I'm just saying that how they show off his lasers in the game, but they make them super weak.
Rumor is he invited his siblings on board for a party, then murdered them. That's how he became head of mergers and acquisitions of Malawan. Oh,
And if
by
it's
the
that
way,
common knowledge, then why did his
careful with this
father,
rabbit.
you know,
Might
not
take some
make him
getting used to.
next in line? Or does he enjoy the fact that one of his kids killed all the others for the sole purpose of, well, becoming head of Malawan? If so, he's a terrible parent, and if he somehow doesn't know, then he's also a terrible businessman, if he doesn't know something that is as well known as that. But either way. I'm just gonna go up here. Actually, it's funny how a Kutzman is an extremely powerful weapon. I do hope I can get a Lyuda, hopefully, but since it's like a really hard to get well drop, I probably won't get one, but one could hope, right?
All that fame went to my head. At first I was handing out free pickles to orphans left and right, but soon I was building myself houses and yachts out of a Korean ham. Also, I lost a buttload of cash betting at the racetrack. Pretty soon I was broke. They repossessed my ham yacht. Meanwhile, Atlas was exploring the neighboring asteroids, hoping to strike it rich. That's why I took the skywalking. Boy, was that a mistake.
Everything Typhon does is a mistake. I get why they put the Typhon logs in, to tell you about the first Vault Hunter, so you get to know him and that. The thing is, he was never mentioned in any of the games before. It's probably because they just thought of him when they were making this game, so obviously he never existed before now. But it's kind of stupid how they're supposed to give him this backstory. He's like one of the best known celebrities in the galaxy and stuff like this. But they never bothered to make him like appear in any previous games, which obviously means they'd never thought of him before. But of course your characters would have heard of him most likely, but I don't get it whatsoever. How he's supposed to be this really cool character and he's a celebrity, he was the first Vault Hunter and everything, and then he disappeared, but then he's never mentioned before, and as we see, Tannis is a huge fan of him and kind of wants to marry him and stuff. Obviously she's weird, but I think it's stupid to add in a character who's supposed to be as famous as Typhon, and yet they don't bother to have any mention of him in any of the previous games. Because, like I said, they'll have thought of him while making this game and said, oh yeah, let's put him in, that'll be cool. But obviously the fact that he's never existed before now has made it difficult to put him into the game. So they just had to make it like he disappeared and he was never thought of again. But then they put Typhon logs everywhere, like on every planet. So wouldn't that mean that there would be some in the spot you would go to during Borderlands 2 and Borderlands 1? So that kind of is a big plot point there as well, but never mind. I don't mind things like that in the game because it's trying to make it fun, but I think that if we're going to add a new character in, they should have either had some sort of reference to him in the previous games, or at the very least make it so that he's not a well-known character that everyone would have known before the events of that game, and therefore he would have been mentioned previously. So
Pop a Viper drive into that console so I can hack security and locate the fragment.
Viper drive.
Viper Drive. When your hacking skills need some bite. Viper Drive by Atlas.
That wasn't a good plan.
Fragment's not far. I'm gonna open that gate. There's reinforcements.
Basically the way they say it, where he said that when your hacking skills need some more bite. Just ambush him, but
Enter the base and pop a Viper drive into the security console. Then I will hack in, locate the laser control room. Damn, you kill real good. The main elevator leads right down to the laser. We'll be in and out so fast, Kanagawa won't know what hit him. Now call the elevator. It'll take you right down to the laser.
considering it's already here.
When you've got pink eye and can't open your front door with a retinal scan, we'll be there.
That is the stupidest thing I've ever heard.
I'm in. Bypassing security protocols now. I said now. Now. Now, you stupid. Oh no. Reese, is that you? Welcome. So once we make your unconditional surrender nice and official, you and I are gonna partay on the Zanara. That's my pleasure yacht. Security, kill the Vault Hunter.
Would have thought by now they'd realise that you're gonna need more forces than this to kill me, but never mind. Now, I would like to mention that I am thinking of doing a Far Cry 3 playthrough, since they've remastered it on the newer generation consoles, and it was actually on offer, and I saw it, so I decided I might as well get it, because I had it, well, I still have it on PS3, so might as well play it on PS4 now. It's a nice trip down memory lane.
Hard for my employees to work down here. It's really starting to kill morale. Who cares about them? I'm doing this for us, the people who matter. But you're ruining it, Reese. You're ruining it by trying to defend yourself. Security.
If you didn't know better, you'd think that Katagawa would want to marry Reese. If I'm completely honest, I don't like how they've tried to make the game a little more comedic, honestly. You know, because they've like made the characters make more puns and jokes, like Maya, for example, making all of her jokes and stuff. It's just not the same character that you know, and I honestly think it kind of lets the game down. How they try to be more comedic, which is cool and all, having characters who make jokes and that, but when you try and have every character make jokes, you know, it sort of makes them less funny.
Damn it. Lock down the elevator. Well, let's see. Oh, hell yeah. Some spy stuff. Head through those ventilation ducts. They lead straight into the maintenance area.
Yeah, locks down the elevator, but they have these huge vents here that a person can fit through that lead directly where you want to go.
Your stupid vault hunters are skulking about. Better sign those surrender papers, buddy. Otherwise...
Target located. Laser fire in 3, 2, 1.
No, that was my favorite bagel place! Katagawa, you monster!
Well, what about your second favourite bagel place?
If you don't surrender soon, Reese, I'm gonna slice you in half.
Unlikely.
Katagawa. I totally could have held him off. Then he allied with the stupid children of the vault. Those cultists have been working themselves to death. I can't compete with free labor.
The funny thing is how they actually work with Maliwan, because obviously they work for the Twin Gods, but what they do is just whatever Katagawa says is kind of stupid, because obviously they'd probably just rather kill him than do what they're told.
Just want to tell you a secret!
funny how Karigawa actually knows all of Reese's favourite places. Is this something he advertises?
Shut down that stabilizing thruster. Might buy us some time.
Might.
I will never forgive Karigawa for destroying Lazy River Land. I used to take my team there to unwind, and now I'm wound. And booyah! Thrust that, thrusters! That sounded better in my head. Disregard, but look, it's working!
Section 35 thrusters malfunctioning.
What the hell is happening? I was just about to give Atlas HQ a moment.
Sure you are, just
Get
about.
those thrusters up and running now. Hell yeah. Now clear out those cultists and keep going. The back entrance to the facility is just up ahead. That chute is your ticket in. All you gotta do is find the release lever.
Not so fast, Vault Thief. Got some fam who love to eat.
Literally eat me. Cannibalistic monsters.
Stop the meat!
Blessed be the bandit! The grave is your reward! Cover me!
Check out that body count! Stay down, scrub.
I will have a place in the great
Come get some.
illusion! Blessed are the meek, for they are not full! They shall not end!
Ta-da!
Alright, down we go.
I just got you in a freaking Malawan base. Like, a little celebrations in order. So, I figured out how to hack
Can't believe
Karigawa's
I
laser.
missed.
And
Every
control
time I
is
can manage
just
to
up
do
ahead.
that, but the one time
Pop in a Viper drive.
that it's like actually being recorded and I miss.
Yo, Reese, are those death spheres?
Oh no. I mean, yeah. Watch out.
Oh, those were really death sphere-y. I like how they try to make it so these death spheres are super scary and strong, but they're really easy to kill. It's sort of disappointing.
Hey, you Vault Hunter. Viper drive. State-of-the-art garbage. Now die, please. Damn it. If I were down there, I would totally hack that door. Like a cool guy. Oh, wait. I got an idea. I can remote control one of those admittedly sweet spheres and join you. Pick one out for me.
He's really picky when it comes to his sphere.
No, that one's full of ratch turds. Too big. Not my style.
And this is the one he picks.
Oh, that is perfect. It just screams Reese. Reese. Use the Viper drive.
It's annoying how small
Viper drive. When you just
Viper
gotta know
drive is.
what your neighbors are saying about you. Bye, Atlas.
So basically spy on your neighbours.
Ooh, anti-grav propulsion. Cushy.
Nothing stuff.
Voice sounds good too, right? Not, changed in any way?
I don't know. You sound like you.
Thanks. Think I'm getting the hang of this. So for the record, this is not a probe. Do not call me Reese Probe or whatever.
I like how it's the first thing he brings up, not to call him a
Call
probe.
me Reese Sphere. Well, that's actually, that's pretty tough to say. Reese Sphere. Oh, I just bit my tongue. Call me Reese Ball. Bulky fragment. For Atlas!
Yeah, for Atlas.
Ball scan complete. That does not sound right. This way to the not a death spear. I've got lubricant, music, protocols, and an ambient light show. So you're gonna have to clear out those troops, Vault Hunter.
Attention, loyal Malawan personnel. Anyone who brings me a dead Vault Hunter will receive a 2-hour pass to the Zanara. Currently in orbit and featuring a 25-cheese nacho fountain, round-the-clock skag oil massages, and privacy booths with our service bots. No questions asked.
You're done.
I almost bet you that he just like kept video of whatever it is. Yeah, if you're invited to the Zanara, that's not a good thing, since everyone who's been invited there has died. Just saying. There's an incentive not to bring my head to them if you want to live. Great. See, that's the thing, it's starting to drop off, honestly, so it's against that badass enemies, it's not doing as much damage. Okay. I'm gonna give this shotgun a whirl. Since I've been using the same stuff for a while now, might as well mix it up a little.
Someone used that claptrap to jumpstart a generator. What can he have that would produce that kind of power? A library of every dubstep song in the entire universe? But they told me there was only one. What one?
Crap! Out!
Shut up! Hey! Cassie? No. I'm just gonna give these other weapons
Scrub!
a whirl. Might as well use them while I've got them before they end up dropping off. So it's gonna be pretty good. Like, I picked up this sniper because it's not a Lyuda, but it's still pretty good. Vladoff snipers are some of the best because they can fire rapidly and still be quite accurate, and they usually come with like an RPG mode as well. So you can obviously hit large groups of targets with them as well. Okay, let's get some for the road.
Over here! Follow Respawn!
pretty good with this. As soon as you exit Iamber for a short period of time, you have unlimited ammo. That's pretty powerful actually.
I used to have one just like that. You know where to find me.
God damn it. Kanagawa set up a firewall. We've got to destroy the servers. This way. I'll open the door.
Yes, that's all you're good for, Respawn.
Actually, I'll stay here. You destroy the servers and come back out.
And there we go, there's one. One reason why the Craftsman is pretty good to have is corrosive. Because those things can actually take quite a lot of damage. So it's a good thing that the Craftsman does so much damage. And it's lucky how there's just a huge barrel of radioactive barrels next to the servers.
Nice one. Now come back out.
Looks like your vault hunters are still scuttling about. You just won't give up, will you, Reese? Well, that's it. Say goodbye to your favorite Frogurt stand.
Not friends, Frogerts. Anything but friends, Frogerts. I mean, they give you that. We're screwed on the bottom of the company. Oh, good.
You almost feel sorry for Reese, but then you realise that he's kind of sad, honestly. The fact that he gets sort of set up like a Frogurt stand and that. Oh. Infinite ammo. Having like a fast firing weapon that does a lot of damage with that, like the Cutsman. Imagine that, just firing infinite ammo for ages.
That's it. If we don't stop Kanagawa's laser, he's gonna turn Atlas HQ into a duplex. And CEOs do not live in duplexes. Maybe TD or CEO does. I mean, those guns are garbage with the trigger, right? Burn! I'm still sad about France. But the fate of the entire planet is at stake. Born later. So here's the plan. We storm the control room, take the vault key fragment, and shut down the laser. Cool? Cool. High fives. I can't do that. Why didn't I pick a death sphere? This pleasure sphere is useless. Oh, tell you what. I'll play some music to get you in the killing. Oh, dig me for me.
Thank you. Next.
Just after all these enemies, pretty easy to do.
Security, they're in the laser control room. Destroy them immediately.
Gimme.
Yeah.
Reese, listen. Real talk. Someone stronger was going to take over Atlas. If it wasn't Malawan, it would have been Jacobs or Vladoff or even Tedior for crying out loud.
Yeah, like one just really doesn't like TDL. I also like how it didn't mention Hyperion, because that means that because Hyperion is not a stronger company than Atlas. So I suppose it's probably not untrue, considering how much money was
Opening
spent
up a
on
finely aged
Pandora
cask
by
of
Jack and then it got lost.
Bullets are dry.
I tried to make this comfortable for you, Reese. A lot. But that is just how business is done.
New coordinates accepted. Familiar target identified. Radar, class 2F pleasure yacht. Familiar lost overridden. Firing sequence initiated.
Override firing sequence immediately! Security! Do something!
Laser firing in 3, 2, 1.
Sayonara, Zanara!
That was not funny. It was...
Shit! Oh, that was amazing! Eat my big bull, Kanagawa! Oh, come on! I mean, what's a little destruction of personal property between corporate takeover buddies?
Yeah, you tell him, Reese.
1 sec.
And then, really annoying boss fight.
There it is! The fragment!
Not so fast.
Freeze ball! No!
Activate. I'm coming for the ring. Time to pop.
And infinite ammo, which is why I have this equipped. And dead.
It's finally over. You did it! Grab the fragment.
Tsunami. Sweet. A lot of the Maliwan weapons are not that great for the fact that they have to charge up first, which is an annoying fact, especially if you're in, you know, a lot of trouble and you've got to wait for it to charge, but
Nice save, Reese.
never mind.
Thanks, but let's just take a moment to remember the fallen. Rest in peace, Respawn. Rest in peace.
That's the second piece of the vault key. Bring it to me aboard Sanctuary.
Calm down, Thomas. I will,
Sheer
however...
size of these vault key fragments. Perhaps the Iridians were larger than us, or stronger. I shall examine this new fragment in private.
Yeah, okay. I'm just gonna go down here first. Because the holograms you can give to
day, but not for you.
Crazy Earl.
I'll take your ludograms. Let's see. What's the exchange rate? It's crap. Scram.
And that's the thing, you can get some pretty powerful weapons, but you've got to be lucky. You can get some pretty good stuff off of. Alright, Tony. There you go.
You may leave now.
Come talk to me on the bridge.
Yay, talk to Lilith again. If there's one thing you don't want to get on a quest.
Putting
Right.
Maliwan to shame out there, killer. Thanks to you, Atlas might just survive this war after all. But we can't lose sight of the vault. We gotta get there before the Calypsos. That's our mission. Let's check in with Reese. He said he's got intel on the final key fragment.
Dialing in. Reese Strongport. Man, what a cool name. I bet his ancestors didn't get bullied at all.
Hey guys, thanks for fixing my little death laser problem. Morale is soaring.
You're welcome. So, you said you know where the last key fragment is?
Well, and please don't be mad. I have the third key fragment here in Atlas headquarters.
You've been keeping that from us the whole time? I knew we couldn't trust a guy with a mustache.
It's a siege mustache, okay? Look, key fragments are worth billions. The research benefits alone can keep Atlas profitable for decades. I've already done some experiments with it, some taste tests, that sort of thing, but at this point, you've earned it.
Cool. Well, we still want it, even if you licked it.
See,
Spoilers, but
trying to be too comedic.
come on down to Atlas and I'll have Zero let you in through these.
Okay, well, I'm probably just gonna leave it here because I'd like to save going to Atlas HQ for next episode. So, next episode we'll either go to Atlas HQ or I'll probably finish up some things on Skyward 27 and stuff like that. So I'll see you guys next time on Borderlands 3. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys later.